Hello YouTube, this video is technically going to be my next episode in the What If I Made Battlefront 3 series, but I suppose you could also name it What If I Made Battlefield 4, or What If I Made the next Call of Duty game, or really apply it to any other big FPS, and I suppose it would be a fitting label considering the topic. So the Battlefield 4 beta ended recently, and among the many similarities to Battlefield 3, I was disappointed to see the return of Battlefield 3's ribbons and awards system, as well as a similar, though not identical, unlock system. For years now, I've been getting progressively more disgruntled with how things like achievements are handled in major FPS titles, and I feel they're really driving the player base in the wrong direction. You see, back in the old days of the original Call of Duty, in Battlefield 1942, Medal of Honor Allied Assault, there were very few, if any, achievements. In Medal of Honor Allied Assault, there were some medals for specific accomplishments in single-player, but none in multiplayer. The idea of medals and awards really came into big FPS in Battlefield 2, but the systems used by Battlefield 2 and 2142 really have nothing in common with the systems used in Battlefield 3 or 4, or the systems used in Call of Duty games ever since the original Modern Warfare game. I feel the direction we've gone in with awards, or achievements as they're known nowadays, as popularized by Call of Duty and World of Warcraft, is not the direction we should be going in. For example, in Battlefield 3 and more recent Call of Duty iterations, you need to play with a specific weapon for a long period of time to unlock attachments for it via getting kills with that weapon. In the case of Battlefield 3, and also my experiences in the Battlefield 4 beta, you get ribbon rewards constantly as basically mini-achievements, and I feel they've been made so commonplace that they lose any semblance of value. In some Battlefield 3 and 4 games, I get spammed with so many ribbons and awards at the end of a match that I don't even know what I got most of them for. You get ribbons now for a few kills with a personal defense weapon. Hell, you even get ribbons simply for being on the winning team, even if you just joined the game. And these achievements don't really compare to older Battlefield 2 and 2142 awards. 2142 had pins, which were basically miniature achievements that you could earn repeatedly for doing something during the course of a single game, and they were awarded for doing things that were actually reasonably challenging, such as getting a lot of kills with explosives, getting a lot of headshot kills with a sniper rifle, getting a lot of knife kills, etc. But the difference is, at the end of a round, you could be reasonably proud of the pins you had earned, because most people wouldn't get any during the course of a round, and if you got more than one, then you probably did pretty good, as opposed to Battlefield 4, where just a couple PDW kills will net you a ribbon. Pins in 2142 were actually rather difficult to get, or were awarded for actually doing something important, like destroying Titan control consoles. In contrast, ribbons in Battlefield 3 and 4 are handed out like candy on Halloween, and you'll have more ribbons than you can even count at the end of a match. I feel we've developed an unhealthy obsession with achievements, one that's having a detrimental effect on the player base. Make no mistake, the kinds of achievements you put in a game do affect the community. Think of how many people in Call of Duty grind with a weapon to get an achievement for it, or grind in Battlefield 3 or 4 for an attachment. There are so many achievements handed out so commonly that people's attention is bound to the pursuit of these achievements, or, in the case of ribbons and not attachments in Battlefield, they're getting so many ribbons that they don't even know what they're getting them for anymore. No one brags about their PDW ribbon in Battlefield 3 or 4, and the fact that most people wouldn't consider it remotely noteworthy if you brought it up just goes to show how shallow it really is. And if we're going to have achievements and awards, because you don't think the player base will tolerate not having achievements at this point, or for whatever reason, we can use the old award system and make those awards actually be meaningful, so people can get real satisfaction from completing them, rather than making them go, "Oh, I finally finished my grind with my weapon and finally got the attachment I wanted. What a relief." I don't think the overly grindy nature of achievements, as they've been seen recently, is necessary. I think if we're going to have achievements, we should at least use them to push the player base in a positive direction, because we can influence behaviors based off of these, and I feel if we made awards more satisfying and less grindy, and altered the criteria for getting them, we could make them beneficial to the player base instead of toxic to it, if we used the older awards model. For starters, we'd make ribbons and achievements more difficult to obtain and award more points when completed, like in Battlefield 2142, and I'll give a few examples of the types of awards we could put in. This is the Combat Medic ribbon. It is awarded to a medic if he sees a teammate die, kills the person who shot his teammate, then revives that teammate, then either the teammate, the medic, or both go on to capture a strategic objective or obtain a squad wipe bonus. The Combat Medic ribbon is worth about 10 times what a kill is worth, akin to Battlefield 2142 pins. So in Battlefield 3 or 4 terms, it'd be worth at least 1,000 points, possibly more. Though these points do not show up in your in-game score on the team list, as they are career points. If you obtain the Combat Medic ribbon 20 times, you get the Bronze Medal of Combat Medic Gallantry, or some other similar award which can be displayed proudly on your character's uniform. Maybe with the Silver or Gold Medal you gain access to a unique medic skin, or something along those lines. And we could have another similar achievement about healing teammates who haven't died yet, etc., etc. These are the kinds of awards that actually can have a place in the game. Ones that motivate people to play for the team, not giving someone a ribbon for reviving someone over and over in enemy fire, not for getting a couple kills with a submachine gun, but for actually playing for the team and accomplishing real objectives. I feel if we structure our achievements to be harder to get, have more rewards, and be centric to the goal of motivating people to do something for the team, or to push them in the direction of victory, we can greatly improve performance, while still giving people achievements to pursue if they so choose. In a Battlefront 3 setting, using the map example I cited in Episode 1, a squad could obtain a group award for boarding and capturing an enemy ship, or a different one for sabotaging it and making it explode, with the option of bonus points for getting off the ship alive, kind of like the Battlefield 2142 Titan escape pin. And there could be a different set of achievements for a lone infiltrator who's snuck on board an enemy ship and is seeking to sabotage it without the help of a squad. We could have a group achievement for the Black Ops team and for people that participate in recovery of a mission objective, whether they're in the same squad or not. It's just got to be something that's important and something that's useful. Destroying a rebel frigate for the glory of the Empire by boarding it and sabotaging it is useful. Capturing an Imperial cruiser is useful. Destroying or sabotaging an enemy capital ship will be harder, but can be done. These are the things that should give you awards and achievements, doing something that is truly meaningful to the outcome of the match. There's no shortage of things we can do to make the achievements actually mean something. We could have pins for capturing a smaller frigate or blockade runner, and capturing 20 ships awards the Bronze Ship Capture Boarding Party Medal. Silver and Gold can award some unique skins, or something that can be displayed on your character's armor. There'd be a different set of awards and medals for sabotage, though since capturing probably is going to be harder than sabotage, the sabotage medal might require 30 ships instead of 20. Maybe there could be a different set of awards for capturing them alone, but you can't get it if you team kill others on the ship with you. Maybe we'll have a system where when a medic revives someone and the person they revived gets kills, the medic gets assist points for the duration of that person's life. So medics can be encouraged to keep several people up and fighting instead of trying to point farm a corpse. And maybe some of these awards will have problems, some manner that is not yet discovered to tamper with them, or we'll think of some other awards to put in, or change the criteria for awards. But that's what a beta is for. That's what hotfixes are for. There is no rule saying we can't test this before launch. But you should see my point by now. The achievements should be structured around promoting teamwork and accomplishing mission objectives, or doing something that meaningfully contributes to your team as a whole. And yes, they will be harder to get than ribbons in Battlefield 3 and 4, but Battlefield 3 and 4 ribbons are worthless. I can't even remember what I got most of them for at the end of any given round. No one cares about the ribbons you got, and I don't feel even the slightest sense of accomplishment from them. But what if you had a medal for sneaking on board some enemy capital ships and sabotaging them? What if you had some sort of specific cosmetic as a testament to doing something so meaningful? What if you could have a medal for participating in Black Ops missions to steal mission objectives and could unlock a special Covert Ops skin for getting enough of those? And think of how many YouTube videos could show up of people trying to film the best way to sabotage or capture the different types of enemy ships. I think we'd have a better game on our hands. That's just my 2 cents. And with that, I leave you a mental exercise question of the day. Can you think of any ideas for awards that would help improve team performance, contribute to the team's victory, or otherwise be difficult to accomplish, and, of course, appropriate rewards? Post your ideas in the comments section below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time.